Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Before I start, please allow me to ask you some questions. I believe we all have heard of the organization that is called the United Nations, or famously known as the UN. But did you actually know what the United Nations is all about, or why our country, Malaysia, became a member of the organization, and what are the contributions that have been made by the country for the UN? Fear not, as in today's video, I, Siti Aisyah binti Rahman, will present to you a very interesting topic that is entitled The United Nation and Malaysia, Strategic Partnership and Contributions. Let me start off the video by explaining a brief introduction about the origin and history of the United Nations. The United Nations is an international organization founded in 1945 after the Second World War by 51 countries. They are committed to maintaining international peace and security, developing friendly relations among nations, and promoting social progress, better living standards, and human rights. Due to its unique international character and the powers vested in its founding charter, the organization can take action on a wide range of issues and provide a forum for its 193 member states, including our country, Malaysia, to express their views through the General Assembly, the Security Council, the Economic and Social Council, and other bodies and committees. So, when did Malaysia become a part of the member states? It all started soon after independence was declared on 31st August of 1957. Prime Minister Tunku Abdul Rahman wrote to the United Nations Secretary General Dag Hammarskjöld to express Malaya's interest to join the United Nations. On 17th September 1957, the 12th session of the United Nations General Assembly, presided by Sir Leslie Munro from New Zealand, unanimously agreed to admit Malaya as its 82nd member through Resolution 1134. Now that we have learned some of the brief history of the UN establishment and when Malaysia became involved in the United Nations, let us look at some of the strategic partnerships and contributions that occurred between our country and the United Nations until now. Zakir, in his news article, stated that Malaysia's partnership with the international community has a lengthy history. It was the 16th country to commit troops to the UN in 1960, and it distinguished itself in international efforts to keep peace in Congo, which is now Zaire, which was at that time fighting for independence. Malaysia has also participated in over 30 UN-related operations worldwide, deploying 29,000 peacekeepers from the armed forces and police to the conflicted countries, which is a clear manifestation of Malaysia's strong commitment to shared responsibilities towards the early and peaceful resolution of conflicts. Malaysia also participated in other UN-mandated missions such as the Protection Force in Bosnia and Herzegovina, Mission in East Timor, Transition Assistance Group in Namibia, International Security Assistance Force in Afghanistan, United Nations Transition Assistance Group, Interim Force in Lebanon, Operation in Somalia, and the International Monitoring Team or IMT in Mindanao, Philippines. Aside from that, the Malaysian government is generous in hosting the World Health Organization and the United Nations Development Programme's Global Service Centers, as well as several UN agencies, the UN Humanitarian Response Depot, and the United Nations Universities International Institute for Global Health, which is UNU-IIGH. UNU-IIGH, founded in May 2006, is the 14th research and training center established by the UN University to carry out research, capacity development, and to facilitate the dissemination of scientific knowledge and information on key issues of global health, with special focus on the needs of developing countries. These are significant ways through which Malaysia contributes to facilitate UN's delivery of its mandate globally and regionally. As we can see from the previous strategic partnership and contributions, it is undeniable that by becoming a part of the UN organization, there are many benefits that will be gained by Malaysia. Besides showing that Malaysia is a committed country to share responsibilities towards the early and peaceful resolution of conflicts, Malaysia is also fully committed to multilateralism in advancing global peace, security, and prosperity. Malaysia's record in peacekeeping operations under the UN is a testimony of its dedication in carrying out the mandate of the international community in advancing global peace and security. Due to the voluntary nature of UN peacekeeping operations, Malaysia has been able to be selective in its participation and hence able to leverage maximum gains from its involvement. To conclude, although Malaysia is a small country, Malaysia has been strongly committed to the United Nations Charter. For instance, this country has demonstrated its willingness to contribute to the global community by actively participating in the UN peacekeeping operations as one of the several measures taken in implementing its security and survivability as a sovereign nation. Malaysia also seeks to contribute constructively in the maintenance of international peace and security globally, hence making the world become a better place for everyone.